It is those who lack the courage, who lack the bravery to convey the truth of Islam as it is, without twisting it, without sugarcoating it. For example, the pledge of mutual respect and cooperation. Have you heard about that one? Maybe you have not. Some brothers brought it to my attention. I checked it out. Then I checked out what the scholars had to say about it. And it is a very sad reality what some of the du'at in the West, the English-speaking du'at, have come up with as supposedly trying to bring the Muslims together. So, one of them, may Allah guide him and rectify his condition, who is a graduate from Medina University. I guess he's the one who authored it or has some major role to play in it. And the idea of this pledge of mutual respect and cooperation is that we and the people of Bid'ah just do everything without having to deal with each other, speak against each other, or anything which may conflict in each other's interests. Imagine Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, Al-Ta'ifa al-Mansura, Al-Firqa al-Najiyah, the ones that have been given the qualities and the descriptions to be saved, are going to agree and promise to leave alone the people of innovation? For what? For who? For what goal? To bring what back? According to whose understanding? Wickedness. Wickedness or feeble-mindedness. There isn't a third option. How can someone be upon the way of the righteous predecessors and know that Imam Malik said, rahimahullah, that nothing will bring back the glory, nothing will return the ummah to the condition it was upon, except that which rectified that earlier generation. We will not be able to succeed when we mix with the people of deviance and innovation as if there's absolutely no differences between us. Because the truth will be lost in the mix, and if the truth is lost, how is Allah going to give us success? That whole idea is based on a false foundation. We don't deny that wisdom is expected in the way we deal with these issues, that we advise and we try to work things out and what have you, but there are limitations. There is a dead end after which you can't cross. Never were our righteous predecessors on the verge of saying to the people of Bid'ah, no problem, you leave us alone, we leave you alone. You don't say anything about us, we don't say anything about you. You keep your Bid'ah, ma fi mushkila. And I will sign, you sign, you sign, you sign. Sufis, some of the biggest Sufis in the world, grave worshippers, you name it, or have signed this pledge. Supposedly, this pledge is based on, mutual respect and cooperation. It is based on mutual deviance and misunderstanding. That's what it is. And this is the other form of set of du'at. So either someone is too busy to give da'wah, or is given da'wah, but now ma'alish, the people. Where's Allah? Where's Allah in the process? The people. What do you want from the people? The people are never going to be happy. If you're going to go chasing the people, I can make you happy. As soon as you're happy, he's not going to like it. Then I'll make him happy. As soon as he's happy, he's not going to like it. And I can go around this auditorium and wind up with only one person agreeing with me, because you can't make people happy. But you have to make Allah Azza wa Jal happy. And that doesn't happen by you saying, oh, I'll compromise your right, oh Allah, so that Fulan can be happy. So that the kuffar can say, oh, the Muslims in the West are a single body, they have no differences, they're a nice group of people. So what? You think the people are going to enter into Islam afwajan because they saw that you didn't warn against the Sufi? Come on, bro. Where are you living? Keep it real. What is preventing non-Muslims from Islam is either that Allah knows they're so bad, Allah is not going to guide them. They don't deserve guidance, or we Muslims don't have the bravery that the Sahaba did in conveying the truth. So we lie and we cheat and we claim things that are not part of Islam, and guess what? Not all of them are dumb. They can tell when we lie. They can tell when someone sits behind us and says, Islam is peace. Islam is about peace. There's no jihad. The only jihad is the jihad of the soul. You fight against your struggle, your shaitan, khalas. That's where jihad ends. Every ayah you read in the book of Allah, you have misunderstood it. Ya Shaykh, haram alayk ya Shaykh. Why are you afraid to tell the people the truth? Don't you think Allah gave him a brain? Don't you think this kafir is going to open the Quran, read Surah Al-Anfal, and he's going to come across these ayat, the military ayat, which you've been trying to hide? Then what are you going to do? Then he's going to say, you guys were lying to me the whole time, and you keep telling me something, and here's your book, here's your Quran. Oh no, but no. See, you don't understand. This ayah was actually abrogated by the other ayah, لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينُ. So now they twist things around. If that was in the beginning, ajib ya akhi. So you keep playing with the deen of Allah and changing and altering and sugarcoating to please a bunch of people, and at the end of the day the da'wah is lost in the process. Very sad. So they alter the truth, and they don't have the strength to say it as it is. Wallahu yahdi man yasha. Allah guides whosoever He wills. It's Allah's duty, subhanahu wa ta'ala, which He took upon Himself to guide those who want to be guided. And Allah did not place on us this responsibility of grabbing people by their necks and bringing them to Islam. You don't have to do so. You give them da'wah, and if they are deserving of guidance, trust me, Allah will guide them in ways which you will never perceive. And if you read the biographies of the Sahaba and the Tabi'een, this will become evident to you. Against all odds, people enter into Islam. When you think that the least of the da'wah, people enter into Islam. Those who enter into Islam the most today among the genders are women. Even though the women in Islam is portrayed as the worst. The males say, okay, you have to have a beard. Fine. Harley Davidson riders also have a beard. I can manage that. But the Muslim woman, that means she has to cover her hair, and she has to change her dress code, and she has to do this, and she has to obey her husband, and she cannot do this, she cannot do that. That's a lot of restrictions. And women enter into Islam. Why? Because Allah guided them to Islam. And it wasn't your job to say, no need for the hijab, sister. It's okay. Allah will forgive you. On whose behalf are you speaking? People bring some outlandish fatwa, and they give concessions as they go along, as if Allah gave them the authority to do so. No, Habibi, you don't have the right to do so. You have to wear the hijab, but we say if your iman is not strong enough, don't let that prevent you from accepting Islam. Embrace Islam. As your faith grows, you on your own will put on the hijab. But don't say you don't have to put on the hijab, or that this is not important in Islam, or it's not an obligation. That's the other crazy fatwa. It's not in the Quran, it's not in the Sunnah. This bid'ah is bid'ah. The whole idea of covering yourself has no basis. It was made by I don't know who so they can oppress a woman. Again, people changing the deen of Allah in order to please those whom they're inviting. We are not allowed to do that.